Yo, what's up, ballers? It's Elijah. Today I'm going to be giving you my Week 3 NFL predictions. My Week 1 NFL predictions, I did pretty well. I went 10-4. My Week 2 predictions, I did not do that well at all. There were a ton of upsets that I think everybody can agree on. The Ravens lost to the Raiders, and the 49ers lost to the Vikings. Just a ton of upsets overall. And that's why my picks didn't do as well as I wanted them to do. But now we have week 3, new week, new start, and I'm going to hope to do better this week, and I will do better this week. So starting off game 1, we have the Bears versus the Colts. I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts in this one. Caleb Williams has not looked great these past 2 weeks. Obviously, it's the first 2 weeks of his career, so we need to give it some time. But I'm just going to take the Colts. Anthony Richardson is like a more established quarterback at this time in both of their careers, obviously. And I just like the Colts offense a lot. I think Caleb Williams is going to have a much better game this week than he did last year because the Colts allowed Malik Willis to throw 12 for 14 for 122 yards. And I think Caleb Williams is going to play well this week. I just have the Colts winning because, in my opinion, they are better. They have a better offense, and their defense kind of ranks up with the Bears as well. Next game, we got my LA Chargers versus the Steelers. Give me my Chargers to win in a close one. I think both defenses, right now, the Chargers are the number 1 defense. The Steelers are the number 2 defense. Obviously, the Chargers have played not the best teams, but I'm still going to take the Chargers in this one. I think it's going to be a defensive matchup, but I just think the Chargers offense overpowers the Steelers offense, and I'm going to take the Chargers in this one to continue the undefeated streak and stay 3-0. Next game, we got Eagles versus Saints. The Saints have looked incredible so far. They've put up over 40 points in the past 2 weeks, and they just beat the Cowboys, and who I had the Cowboys beating them, but I'm still taking the Eagles in this one. I like the Saints. I think they're a good team. They're a very good team, actually. They scored a lot of points. Their offense is great. Their defense is great. I'm just still taking the Eagles in this one. Even without A.J. Brown, I think the Eagles are going to play much better than they did last week versus the Falcons. They didn't have a great game, but I think they're going to bounce back, and I think they're going to take this one in a very, very close one versus the New Orleans Saints. Next game, we got Packers versus the Titans. Malik Willis playing versus former team, the Titans. Give me the Packers in this one. I think after the game that Josh Jacobs just had, he's questionable, but I think he's going to play. He had an incredible game last week versus the Indianapolis Colts, and I think he's going to have another great game. He's going to be carrying a huge workload, but I think Malik Willis, if he plays like he did versus Indianapolis, versus the Colts, he plays efficient and he does his role, the Packers are going to win this one, in my opinion. Next game, we got Texans versus the Vikings. I'm going to take the Houston Texans in this one. 2-0 teams. Sam Darnold has been playing great for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson says he's not planning to miss any time, so he's probably going to play. The Vikings have looked really, really good. They just beat the 49ers, but the Texans have looked even better, in my opinion. They're stacked. They have everything they need on both ends of the ball, so give me the Houston Texans in this one. Next game, we got Giants versus Browns. The Browns coming off of a win versus Jacksonville. I'm going to take the Browns to win this one. I think Deshaun Watson is going to play well. I think the Browns offense is going to play well. While Giants, like I said, Daniel Jones is going to have a much better game than he did the week before that. Malik Neighbors is going to have a much better game, and they both did. They both played really, really well, although they ended up coming up short, and I think that's what's going to happen today versus what's going to happen this week versus the Browns. Next game, we got Broncos versus the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have looked incredible. Baker Mayfield has looked incredible all season long so far, and I'm continuing that. I'm taking the Buccaneers over the Broncos. The Broncos have not looked great. Bo Nix has not looked great. Obviously, he's still progressing and developing. So give me the Buccaneers in this one to beat the Broncos. The Buccaneers defense came up big multiple times last week, and I think they can do that again. They have a great defense. With Baker Mayfield playing well, they have a really good offense, so give me the Buccaneers in that one. Next game, we got the 2-0 Seahawks versus the Dolphins. Give me the Seahawks in this one just because Tua is out, and it's Skylar Thompson at quarterback for the Dolphins. Give me the Seahawks to continue being undefeated, and give me the Seahawks to win this one and move on to 3-0. Next game, we got Panthers versus Raiders. Give me the Raiders. I mean, I don't like either team, but the Raiders just beat the Ravens, and the Panthers just benched their number 1 overall pick from last year. So give me the Las Vegas Raiders in this one. Their defense is really, really good. The offense still needs to improve, but they just put up 26 points last week versus the Baltimore Ravens. So as it's improving and as it's progressing, give me the Raiders to win this one, as the Panthers just don't have what it takes. Doesn't have what it takes. Next game, we got Ravens versus Cowboys. This is one of my matchups of the week. This is a great, great, great game. Obviously, the Ravens are coming off two really tough games, very close ones. They're 0-2. The Cowboys coming off of a really, really bad loss against the Saints. But give me the Ravens in this one. I like Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense to help the Ravens defense get to that first win of the season, because I think the Cowboys defense is really, really, really good. The Cowboys offense is really good as well. I just have the Ravens outdueling them and beating them by a very slight margin. Next game, we got Rams versus 49ers. Usually this would be a very, very, very good game. Although Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp are injured. The Rams are getting hurt left and right. Give me the 49ers to take this one pretty easily. The 49ers coming off of a loss versus Minnesota. They're 1-1, but they're still Super Bowl contenders. They went to the Super Bowl last year. They won in week 1 versus the Jets. So give me the 49ers in this one. They're really good, obviously, on both sides of the ball. They have a really great offense led by Brock Purdy and a really great defense. So give me the 49ers in that one. Next game, we got Lions versus Cardinals. I'm going to say it again. I'm always going to say it until it's a really hard matchup. Obviously, the Lions are a very, very good team, but give me the Arizona Cardinals in this one. I had them winning both weeks 1 and week 2. They destroyed the Rams in week 2, and they almost beat the Bills in week 1 as they were up 17-3. So give me the Cardinals again in this one. I really like their offense. Marvin Harrison Jr. is coming off of a great game. That's a huge confidence booster for the third overall pick. For the 4th overall pick. That's a huge confidence booster for him and the Cardinals offense in general. So give me the Cardinals in this one. I think it's going to be a very, very tight one, and I think Kyler Murray's going to play well just like he did last week. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to play well as well. Trey McBride, their offense is really, really good. Although on the Lions side of the ball, the Lions are going to play well. They're going to play well on both ends of the ball, and they're going to score a lot of points. But I still have the Cardinals winning this one and pulling it out. Next game, we got Chiefs or Falcons. Give me the Chiefs. Falcons played a great game last week. They beat the Eagles. But still give me the Chiefs. The Chiefs are, in my opinion, probably the best team in the league still. They have the best quarterback in the league. So give me the Chiefs to win that one on Sunday Night Football. Next game, we got 2 Monday Night Football games this week, which is exciting. We got Jaguars versus Bills at 4:30. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills in this one. The Jacksonville Jaguars have not looked great at all. And the Buffalo Bills have. They're 2-0, and Josh Allen is playing really, really well, despite not having Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis as his receiving core. But still give me the Bills in this one because they've just been playing great on offense and defense. Give me the Bills to take that one. Next game, we got Commanders versus Bengals. That's the Bengals we remember seeing. They played really, really well against the Chiefs. Obviously, they came up short because of that flag at the end of the game to help the Chiefs get into field goal range, and then Harrison Bucker put it through and gave the Chiefs the win. But the Bengals still played really, really well. I think Jamar Chase is going to have a great game this week. Going up against the Commander secondary, and Joe Burrow's going to have a great game. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals to take this one over the Commanders. Jaden Daniels has played, in my opinion, really well throughout these first 2 weeks of his season, of his career. The Commanders got a win last week versus the Giants, but I have them losing and coming up short against the Bengals this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week, Week 4 predictions, and yeah.